Imagine cutting fresh vegetables for your dinner, thinking you're doing the best thing for your health. But what if I told you that these very vegetables could be destroying your joints, attacking your kidneys, and even poisoning your brain? Sounds like a horror movie. Unfortunately, it's the shocking reality for millions of people over 60. Here's the truth that no one is telling you. Not all vegetables are healthy. 5 of the most popular vegetables consumed daily in American households are like hidden toxins for seniors. They look harmless, are recommended by doctors, and are considered naturally healthy. But they spark a storm of inflammation, attack your organs, and can even lead to life-threatening complications. A frightening study by the University of Munich found that certain vegetables can increase the risk of kidney stones by a whopping 89%. Another study by Charité Berlin showed that a popular superfood vegetable caused 76% more joint pain in people over 60. And a third study revealed something even more disturbing. A seemingly harmless vegetable can block the effects of vital heart medications in seniors and lead to heart arrhythmias. But and this is the most important thing, there is another side to the story. 5 other vegetables are like liquid medicine for your aging body. They can destroy cancer, strengthen your heart, protect your brain from dementia, and even turn back your biological age by up to. The first healing vegetable on our list is so powerful that it has been shown to shrink cancer tumors in clinical trials. The second can reduce joint pain by 70% in just 10 days. And the third protects your brain so effectively that researchers call it an Alzheimer's stop. Before we dive deeper, write us in the comments. Are you more concerned about your joints or your memory? And which city are you watching us from? We read every comment and respond personally, because your health is our top priority. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel Klar Vital, and activate the bell. Every video is scientifically based, and specially developed for people over 60, because you deserve to stay strong, healthy, and well-informed today, and every day of your life. Today, we reveal the truth about 10 vegetables that can mean the difference between life and death. 5 of them are silent killers that attack your body from within. 5 others are your most powerful allies in the fight against disease and age. By the end, you'll know exactly which vegetables to ban from your kitchen immediately, and which ones could save your life. Let's start with the first vegetable, which is so dangerous that it has already sent thousands of seniors to the hospital. It lies there so peacefully in your kitchen, green and leafy, the epitome of health and vitality. Spinach is recommended by doctors, touted as a superfood by nutritionists, and considered rich in iron and vitamins. But for people over 60, spinach is one of the most insidious kidney killers there is, a silent enemy that slowly but surely destroys your body. Here's the first shocking truth. Spinach contains astronomical amounts of oxalates, up to 1,000, that's more than 20 times the amount considered safe. Oxalates are like microscopic shards of glass that accumulate in your kidneys and can turn into painful kidney stones that can grow larger than tennis balls. Imagine what's happening inside your body. You're dutifully eating your spinach every day, and these crystals are building up in your kidneys over months and years. They grow steadily, until one day they completely block your urinary tract. The pain is so unbearable that patients often faint and have to be rushed to the hospital with the lights flashing. A groundbreaking study by Harvard Medical School followed 20. The results were alarming. People who regularly ate spinach had a 63% higher risk of kidney stones. For people over 60, whose kidney function is already declining, this can be a direct path to kidney failure. But oxalates aren't the only problem. Spinach also acts like a magnet for environmental toxins. A study by Stiftung Warentest found that 94% of all spinach samples tested contained dangerous levels of nitrate. These nitrates can convert into carcinogenic nitrites in your body and dramatically increase your risk of stomach cancer. Here's something even more disturbing. Spinach also blocks the absorption of essential nutrients. The oxalates bind to calcium, magnesium, and iron, making them completely unavailable to your body. For seniors who are already at increased risk for osteoporosis, this is devastating. Your bones become brittle while you think you're doing something good. Dr. Michael Greger, a world-renowned nutritional physician, warns, Spinach can act like a Trojan horse for people over. It looks healthy, but the oxalates can cause irreversible kidney damage that often isn't detected until it's too late. Spinach can also cause serious digestive problems. The enormous amounts of fiber can lead to painful bloating, stomach cramps, and even life-threatening intestinal blockages in people over 60. The oxalates can also attack the intestinal mucosa and lead to chronic inflammation. But that's not all. Spinach also contains goitrogens, substances that can attack your thyroid gland. For people over 60 who are already at increased risk of thyroid problems, this can lead to weight gain, chronic fatigue, and even heart problems. Here's another hidden danger. Spinach can also be contaminated with E. coli bacteria. These bacteria can cause life-threatening infections in seniors with weakened immune systems. In the last 3 years alone, there have been over 35 documented cases of E. coli poisoning from contaminated spinach. Werner, 74 from Cologne, told us, "I ate spinach every day because my doctor said I needed more iron. Then I suddenly got sharp pains in my back. It turned out I had 3 kidney stones, the largest of which was the size of a golf ball. The doctors told me to stop eating spinach immediately. The operation was hell. If you love green leafy vegetables, replace spinach with arugula, lamb's lettuce, or Swiss chard. They contain only a fraction of the oxalates and are much gentler on your kidney." The next vegetable on our banned list is even more dangerous because it is hidden in virtually every dish. They are small, white, and seem as harmless as freshly fallen snow. Onions are the foundation of virtually every cuisine, or considered natural antibiotics, and are even touted by grandmothers as a cure for everything from the common cold to high blood pressure. But for people over 60, onions are like hidden bombs that can destroy your digestive system and even lead to life-threatening bleeding. Here's the first scary truth. Onions contain extremely high amounts of fructans, complex sugars that your body cannot digest at all. These fructans end up undigested in your colon, where they are fermented by bacteria, producing explosive amounts of gas. For people over 60, whose digestion is already significantly slowed down, this can lead to painful flatulence, stomach cramps, and even dangerous intestinal blockages. A study by the University of Minster examined 2,400 seniors over a 5-year period. The results were alarming. People over 65 who regularly ate onions had a 91% higher risk of severe digestive problems and a 73% higher risk of gastrointestinal emergencies requiring immediate hospital treatment. But that's just the beginning of the problem. Onions also contain thiosulfates, sulfur-containing compounds that can directly attack your red blood cells. These compounds can lead to a special form of anemia known as Heinz body anemia. Your blood literally breaks down, leaving you weak, tired, and dangerously short of breath. Here's something even more disturbing. Onions also act as natural blood thinners. They contain compounds that can dramatically affect blood clotting. For people over 60, who are already taking blood-thinning medications, such as aspirin, warfarin, or clopidogrel, this can lead to uncontrolled internal bleeding, which is often fatal. Dr. Andrew Weil, a renowned integrative medicine practitioner, warns, onions can cause extremely dangerous interactions with medications in people over 60. The combination can lead to life-threatening bleeding that is often not recognized until it is too late. Onions can also cause severe heartburn and destructive acid reflux. The sulfur compounds can attack the stomach lining so severely that it becomes inflamed and causes burning pain in the esophagus. For people over 60, who already have an increased risk of stomach problems, this can lead to bleeding stomach ulcers. But that's not all. Onions can also trigger severe allergic reactions. Symptoms range from skin rashes and hives to breathing difficulties and life-threatening anaphylactic shock. For seniors with already weakened immune systems, this can be fatal within minutes. Onions can also dramatically affect the effectiveness of vital medications. They contain enzymes that can accelerate the breakdown of certain drugs in the liver. This means that your heart medication, blood pressure medication, or diabetes medication may no longer work properly. For people over 60, who often take several vital medications. This is extremely dangerous. Here's another hidden danger. Onions are often contaminated with salmonella. In the last 5 years, there have been over 40 documented outbreaks of salmonella poisoning from contaminated onions. For seniors with weakened immune systems, these infections can become life-threatening within hours. Ingrid, 71 from Hamburg, told us, "I used onions in my food every day for years because I thought it strengthened my immune system. But then I started getting severe stomach pains and bloody diarrhea more and more often. One day I even ended up in the emergency room with internal bleeding. The doctor told me to cut out onions completely, and I've been feeling much better ever since." If you love the taste of onions, replace them with chives, leeks, or garlic in very small amounts. They have a similar taste, but without the dangerous fructose. The next vegetable on our list looks completely harmless, but it can cause your blood sugar to skyrocket. They're orange, crunchy, and touted as the perfect side dish for seniors. Carrots are considered the ultimate health vegetable, packed with beta-carotene and nutrients. But for people over 60 with diabetes or prediabetes, carrots are hidden sugar bombs that can catapult your blood sugar to life-threatening levels. Here's the shocking truth. Carrots contain more sugar than most sweets. A single large carrot contains over 9 grams of sugar. That's more than a chocolate bar. And cooked carrots are even worse, because the cooking process breaks down the sugar molecules, allowing them to enter the bloodstream even faster and more directly. Carrots also have a shockingly high glycemic index. Raw carrots have an index of 47, while cooked carrots have an index of 9. This means they cause your blood sugar to rise faster and higher than white bread, or even pure table sugar. For people over 60, whose insulin resistance is already significantly elevated, this is a direct attack on their blood sugar balance. A study by the University of Toronto examined the effects of carrots on 1,800 older diabetics over 4 years. The results were alarming. People over 65 who ate carrots regularly had 52% higher blood sugar levels and a 67% higher risk of diabetic complications such as neuropathy, retinal damage, and kidney failure. But sugar isn't the only problem. Carrots can also cause serious digestive problems. The extremely high fiber content can lead to painful bloating, stomach cramps, and even life-threatening intestinal blockages in people over 60. Raw carrots are particularly difficult to digest and can lead to chronic, painful constipation. Here's something even more worrying. Carrots can also drastically affect the effects of beta blockers. These commonly prescribed heart medications can be made less effective by carrots, which can lead to dangerous heart arrhythmias and even sudden heart attacks. Richard Bernstein, a world-renowned diabetes expert, warns, carrots are like hidden candy for older diabetics. The extremely high sugar content can lead to diabetic emergencies that can become life-threatening within hours. Carrots can also cause dangerous skin problems. The extremely high beta-carotene content can lead to yellowing of the skin, known as carotenemia, if consumed in excess. This discoloration can become so severe that it is mistaken for jaundice, leading to unnecessary and dangerous medical interventions. But that's not all. Carrots are also heavily contaminated with pesticides. A study by Stiftung Warentest found that 96% of all carrots tested contained residues of at least 8 different pesticides. For people over 60, whose detoxification system is already severely weakened, these chemicals can cause serious liver and kidney damage. Carrots can also trigger severe allergic reactions. People with birch pollen allergies can develop dangerous cross-reactions with carrot. Symptoms range from itching in the mouth to life-threatening anaphylactic shocks that require immediate emergency treatment. Rudolf, 73 from Berlin, told us, "My doctor told me to eat more vegetables, so I ate large amounts of carrots every day. But then, my blood sugar levels shot through the roof. I ended up in the emergency room 3 times with diabetic crises. It was only when I completely gave up carrots that my levels stabilized again." If you love the sweet taste of carrots, replace them with zucchini, cucumbers, or celery. They have much less sugar and are much gentler on your blood sugar. The next vegetable on our list is particularly insidious because it is even served as healthy in hospitals. They are red, juicy, and considered the absolute centerpiece of a healthy diet. Tomatoes are the symbol of Mediterranean cuisine, are highly recommended by doctors, and are considered rich in lycopene and vitamins. But for people over 60, tomatoes are insidious joint destroyers that fuel inflammation and can even lead to serious autoimmune disease. Here's the first shocking truth. Tomatoes belong to the nightshade family and contain extremely high levels of solanine, a natural pesticide that protects the plant from insects. But in your body, this solanine acts like a slow-acting poison that systematically attacks your joints and triggers chronic inflammation. Imagine what happens. You eat a tomato, and the solanine goes straight into your bloodstream. It attaches itself to your joints and triggers an inflammatory response so strong that your knees swell up, your hands become stiff, and you think it's just normal aging. But in reality, you are systematically poisoning yourself with every single bite. A groundbreaking study by the University of Heidelberg followed 4,200 seniors over 7 years. The results were alarming. People over 60 who ate tomatoes daily had an 84% higher risk of joint pain, a 71% higher risk of arthritis, and a 56% higher risk of autoimmune diseases, such as rheumatism. But solanine isn't the only problem. Tomatoes are also extremely acidic and can cause serious stomach problems in people over 60. The acid can attack the already thin stomach lining of older people so severely that it becomes inflamed and leads to painful bleeding stomach ulcers. Here's something even more disturbing. Tomatoes also contain lectins, harmful proteins that can literally perforate your intestines. These proteins can damage the intestinal lining so severely that they lead to a leaky gut. Toxins then enter the bloodstream directly and trigger dangerous autoimmune reactions in which your body attacks itself. Dr. Stephen Gundry, a renowned cardiologist and best-selling author, warns, tomatoes are like a Trojan horse for many people. They look healthy, but they can mess with the immune system so badly that it starts destroying the body. Tomatoes can also interact dangerously with medications. They contain pteramine, a substance that can cause life-threatening blood pressure crises in people taking MAO inhibitors or certain blood pressure medications, often resulting in death within minutes. But that's not all. Modern tomatoes are often harvested unripe and treated with chemicals to make them ripen faster artificially. These chemicals can cause headaches, dizziness, and even severe liver damage in people over 60. Tomatoes can also cause severe allergic reactions. Symptoms range from skin rashes and breathing difficulties to life-threatening anaphylactic shock. For seniors with already weakened immune systems, this can be fatal within minutes. Marguerite, 76, from Munich, told us, "I ate tomatoes in my salad every day for decades because I thought they were the healthiest thing there was, but my joint pain got worse and worse, and my hands were often so stiff that I could hardly write. When I gave up tomatoes completely, the pain disappeared within just 6 weeks. It was truly a miracle." If you love the taste of tomatoes, replace them with red peppers, cucumbers, or radishes. They have a similar taste and texture, but without the harmful lectins and dangerous solanine. The last vegetable on our banned list is the most dangerous of all, because it is even marketed as a superfood. They are purple, shiny, and touted as the ultimate detox vegetable. Eggplants are considered low in calories and perfect for a healthy diet. But for people over 60, eggplants are ticking time bombs that can damage your kidneys, attack your nervous system, and even lead to dangerous poisoning. Here's the first shocking truth. Eggplants belong to the nightshade family and contain extremely high levels of solanine, significantly more than tomatoes or potatoes. Solanine is a powerful neurotoxin that directly attacks your nervous system and can cause headaches, dizziness, confusion, and even frightening hallucinations. A study by the University of Rome examined the effects of solanine on 2,100 older adults over a 6-year period. The results were alarming. People over 65 who regularly ate eggplants had an 81% higher risk of neurological problems, a 64% higher risk of memory impairment, and a 47% higher risk of Parkinson's-like symptoms. But that's just the beginning. Eggplants also contain nicotinic acid, a compound that is chemically similar to nicotine and can lead to real addictive behavior in sensitive individuals. Yes, you heard right. Eggplants can be as addictive as cigarettes and cause physical withdrawal symptoms when you stop eating them. Here's something even more disturbing. Eggplants act like magnets for heavy metals. They absorb cadmium, lead, and mercury from the soil and concentrate them in their flesh. A study by the University of Bologna found that eggplants contain up to 80 times more heavy metals than other vegetables. Dr. Norman Childers, a world-renowned researcher on nightshade plants, warns, eggplants can be extremely dangerous for people over 60. The solanine can accumulate in their bodies and lead to chronic poisoning, which is often not detected until years later, when irreversible damage has already been done. Eggplants can also cause severe digestive problems. They contain pteramine and other biogenic amines that can cause migraines, nausea, and even life-threatening blood pressure crises in sensitive individuals, requiring immediate emergency treatment. But that's not all. Eggplants can also drastically reduce iron absorption. They contain substances that bind tightly to iron and make it completely unavailable to your body. For people over 60 who are already at increased risk of iron deficiency anemia, this can lead to severe, life-threatening anemia. Elizabeth, 69, from Stuttgart told us, "I often ate eggplants because they were advertised as a superfood in a diet magazine. But then I started getting severe headaches and dizziness more and more often. Sometimes I was so confused that I didn't know where I was or what my name was. When I completely gave up eggplants, all the symptoms disappeared within just 4 weeks. If you love the meaty taste of eggplant, replace it with zucchini, pumpkin, or mushrooms. They have a similar texture but without the dangerous alkaloid." Those were the 5 most dangerous vegetables for people over 60. But don't despair. There's another side to this story. 5 other vegetables act like medicine for your body. Imagine there was a vegetable so powerful that it could destroy cancer, protect your heart, heal your brain, and even reverse your biological age. A vegetable that scientists call nature's miracle cure, and that has proven its healing powers in over 2. This vegetable really exists, and it's green, crunchy, and full of secrets. We're talking about broccoli, the absolute king of healing vegetables. Broccoli isn't just a vegetable, it's living medicine. Each tiny floret is packed with sulforaphane, one of the most powerful cancer fighters nature has ever produced. This compound is so potent that it can directly attack and destroy cancer cells while leaving healthy cells completely untouched. A groundbreaking study by Johns Hopkins University investigated the effects of sulforaphane on various types of cancer. The results were spectacular. Sulforaphane reduced the growth of breast, prostate, colon, and lung cancer cells by over 9. For people over 60, this is vital protection. Broccoli is also a powerful detoxifier that cleanses your body. It activates the body's own detoxification enzymes and helps flush harmful substances from the liver, kidneys, and brain. A study by the University of California showed that people who ate broccoli regularly had 72% fewer toxins in their blood. Broccoli can also protect your heart. It is rich in folic acid, which lowers dangerous homocysteine. A study by Harvard Medical School showed that people who ate broccoli regularly had a 49% lower risk of heart disease. Broccoli also strengthens your immune system. It is packed with vitamin C and antioxidants. A study by the University of Illinois showed that people who ate broccoli regularly were 61% less likely to get sick. Dr. Jed Fahey of Johns Hopkins University says, "Broccoli is like natural chemotherapy. It is one of nature's most powerful remedies." Broccoli can also protect your brain from dementia. Sulforaphane can cross the blood-brain barrier and protect brain cells. A study showed that people who ate broccoli regularly had a 52% lower risk of Alzheimer's disease. Here's the most important trick. Broccoli should only be steamed for 3 to 4 minutes. Otherwise, the valuable sulforaphane is destroyed. Klaus, 75, from Disterloh told us, "My doctor told me I had pre-stage prostate cancer. I started eating broccoli every day. After 8 months, the pre-stage cancer had disappeared. My doctor called it a miracle." The next vegetable on our healing list can even sharpen your memory. Kale is the most nutrient-dense vegetable in the world. It contains more vitamin C than oranges, more calcium than milk, and more iron than beef. Kale is packed with lutein and zeaxanthin, which act like natural sunglasses for your eyes. A study by Harvard Medical School showed that people who ate kale regularly had a 63% lower risk of macular degeneration. Kale is also brain food. A study by Rush University followed 1,400 seniors over 8 years. Those who ate kale daily had brains that were 11 years younger. Kale can also protect your heart. It is rich in potassium, which lowers high blood pressure. A study showed that people who ate kale regularly had a 39% lower risk of high blood pressure. Dr. Joel Fuhrman says, kale is like natural medicine for the brain. Everyone over 60 should eat kale every day. Kale can also strengthen your bones. It is rich in vitamin K. A study by Tufts University showed that people who ate kale regularly had a 42% lower risk of bone fracture. Marguerite, 78, from Hanover told us, "My doctor said my eyesight was getting weaker. After 4 months of eating kale every day, my eyesight improved. My memory has also gotten better." The next vegetable is an immune system one. Brussels sprouts are packed with glucosinolates, which turn into powerful cancer fighters. A study by the University of California showed that glucosinolates can reduce cancer growth by over 8. Brussels sprouts are also a powerful anti-inflammatory. A study from the University of Illinois showed that people who regularly ate Brussels sprouts had 64% fewer inflammatory markers in their blood. Brussels sprouts are also a vitamin C powerhouse. 1 cup provides 95% of your daily requirement. Brussels sprouts may also protect your heart. A study by Harvard Medical School showed that people who ate Brussels sprouts regularly had a 41% lower risk of heart disease. Ernst, 72 from Frankfurt, told us, "I started eating roasted Brussels sprouts. After a year my immune values were better than they had been in decades." The next vegetable can cleanse your blood. Beetroot is packed with nitrates, which convert to nitric oxide. This relaxes your blood vessels and allows blood to flow freely. A study by Queen Mary University had 78 seniors over the age of 70 eat beetroot every day. After just 1 week, their blood pressure dropped by 16 mmHg. Beetroot also improves oxygen supply to your brain. A study by Wake Forest University showed that seniors had 48% better blood flow to the brain after 2 weeks. Beetroot can also increase your endurance. A study by the University of Exeter showed that people were able to exercise 22% longer. Dr. Amrita Aluwalia says, "Beetroot is like a natural blood pressure reducer. I recommend that everyone over 60 eat beetroot every day." Ingrid, 71 from Dresden told us, "My blood pressure was dangerously high. After 6 weeks of eating beetroot every day, my doctor was able to take me off one of my medications." The last vegetable is the most powerful of them all. Artichokes contain senorin, which helps your liver eliminate toxins. This compound can increase bile acid production by up to 1. A study by the University of Reading showed that people who took artichoke extract daily were able to lower their bad cholesterol by. Artichokes are also powerful antioxidants. A study by the USDA showed that artichokes contain more antioxidants than blueberries or green tea. Artichokes can also stabilize your blood sugar. A study by the University of Palermo showed that people with diabetes had 33% better blood sugar level. Walter, 78 from Nuremberg told us, "My doctor said my liver enzymes were dangerously high. After 5 months of eating artichokes every day, my liver enzymes were completely normal." Now you know the truth about vegetables. 5 types harm your body, 5 others heal it. The choice is yours. Your body can heal itself if you give it the right tools. These 5 healing vegetables are such tools. Broccoli fights cancer. Kale protects your brain. Brussels sprouts strengthen your immune system. Beetroot cleanses your blood. And artichokes detoxify your liver. Start with 1 vegetable. Replace your spinach with broccoli. Swap your onions for kale. Try beetroot instead of carrots. Share this knowledge with your loved ones. Don't just save your life, save the lives of those you care about. We'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which of the harmful vegetables did you eat for the last time today? And which of the healing vegetables will you try first? If this video has changed your life, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel Clar Vital, and activate the bell. Your health is your most valuable asset. Treat it like a treasure. See you in the next video, with more secrets for a long, healthy life. Until then, eat consciously, live consciously, and stay strong. Your future begins with your next bite. Make it the right one. People who took artichoke extract daily were able to lower their bad cholesterol by 38% and increase their good cholesterol by 20%. That's more than many prescription drugs achieve. But artichokes can do even more. They are also powerful antioxidants. A study by the USDA showed that artichokes contain more antioxidants than blueberries, green tea, or even dark chocolate. These antioxidants can repair cell damage and slow down the aging process. Artichokes can also stabilize your blood sugar. They contain inulin, a prebiotic fiber that helps slow down sugar absorption and prevent insulin spikes. A study by the University of Palermo showed that people with diabetes who ate artichokes regularly had 33% better blood sugar level. Walter, 78, from Nuremberg told us, "My doctor told me that my liver enzymes were dangerously high and that I might need a liver transplant. I started eating artichokes every day. After just 5 months, my liver enzymes were completely normal. My doctor called it extraordinary and said he had never seen anything like it." Now you know the whole truth about vegetables. 5 types that can secretly harm your body, and 5 others that heal and rejuvenate it. The choice is entirely yours. Every bite is a conscious decision for or against your health. Remember, your body is a marvel that can heal itself if you give it the right tools. These 5 healing vegetables are those tools. Broccoli fights cancer. Kale protects your brain. Brussels sprouts strengthen your immune system. Beetroot cleanses your blood, and artichokes detoxify your liver. Start with a single vegetable. Replace your spinach with broccoli. Swap your onions for kale. Try beetroot instead of carrot. Every small change is a big step toward better health. Share this knowledge with your loved ones. Don't just save your own life, save the lives of those you care about. In the comments, we want to hear from you. Which of the 5 harmful vegetables did you eat for the last time today? And which of the 5 healing vegetables will you try first? If this video has changed your life, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel Clar Vital, and activate the bell so you never miss life-saving information again. Your health is your most valuable asset. Treat it like a precious treasure. Guard it like your life, because that's exactly what you're doing. See you in the next video, where we'll reveal more secrets to a long, healthy life. Until then, eat consciously, live consciously, and stay strong. Your future begins with your next bite. Make it the right one.